I want to talk about James Harden continuing to be a rock star, triple-double and 5 steals in last night's win over Cleveland. That step-back three, just deadly. Clint Capella, standout last night too, and this is all with Chris Paul still out. I mean, how seriously are we taking the Rockets at this point?
Yeah, this is the second best team in the Western Conference.
Okay, but when Oklahoma City formed, people were
Some people were saying that, but this is the difference. And I said it on that, I think on this show, if it wasn't on a podcast. But anyway, I do a lot of things at this company, okay? But anyways, Houston has an identity. We know what they're running. We know their offense. We know where guys fit in. These guys are like, they'll figure it out. No, you have to have a structure. And what Houston has is structure. Now, obviously, Chris Paul being hurt makes life a little easier because it's a lot of the same names and the same faces from last year. But when he comes back, I still think Houston has a very defined way they want to play. I don't know how OKC wants to play.
Well, I don't think OKC knows yet how they want to play. With Houston, it is easier with Chris Paul on the bench right now. For this beginning, they're integrating the other pieces they got this summer, and they don't have to integrate him yet. What do you expect when he comes back?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of worried. You know, they look real good right now. And James, I think the ball belongs in James' hands. It just looks better in his hands. The way he played last night against Cleveland was awesome. This team is definitely has, like you say, they have an identity already. OKC doesn't have an identity. Even the Clippers, they don't even have an identity. Teams that we expect to play well don't have identities. Houston have an identity. They're playing well. I like how they look without Chris.
Well, I mean, look, part of the idea, though, was, it did also work last season, but it worked so well that James got so worn down and felt forced to play so much that it hurt them in the playoffs. Chris Paul being there was supposed to spell him, and also Mike D'Antoni said he's going to severely stagger them. So they're not on the court.
That's the idea. The idea is that in the short term, there might be a small step back, but in the long term, they're all going to benefit for it because they're always going to have an elite playmaker on the floor at all times.
Right. That's the idea. Let's see if it works. Right now, it's really, really working for the Rockets. James Harden looks great. Big scare on the other side, though, for Cleveland fans in that game. LeBron rolling his ankle on Trevor Ariza's foot. This rivalry between the two of them, that goes back a while. It's the same ankle, by the way, that kept him out of a bunch of the preseason. In the fourth quarter, you could see him settling a little for jump shots. Here's what he said after the game.
This has been the story of the early season for me, man. You know, kind of turning my ankles, but, you know, just lace them up tighter and get back out there. What's today? Thursday? Yeah. I'll be ready to go Saturday.
All right, so he says he's ready tomorrow. We know ankles swell up the next day, right, Scott?
Yeah, normally, but when you're not human, you don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it at all. LeBron heals different. He heals like Superman. I'm not worried about it at all.
This is the most indestructible athlete
of all time.
And also, you know, it's not like you or me rolling our ankle and staying at home and crying with some ice cream. Like, they got treatment and corrective exercises and...
Don't doubt the power of mint chip ice cream.
Trainers from heaven have come down.
Very good.
Yeah, the trainers are doing their job.
LeBron James has rolled his ankle on the court so many times, and it hasn't been an issue. It's been one of the defining things of his career, the fact that it kept him out a chunk of this preseason. Raised eyebrows for those of us who have been around him a long time. We'll have to see if this is a lingering injury.